Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your HYPOXiX coach for today, and we have level 3.2 standing split. The level 3, we add more dynamic movement in our standing split. I'm excited. Put the yellow band around your pelvis. Make sure your band squid is anchored at about navel height to optimize hamstring and glute activity. If you're working with a HYPOXiX coach and they've suggested a different resistance for you or sets or reps based on your assessment, you of course want to follow that based on optimizing your program. Otherwise, this is a perfect place to begin. So let's begin. Let's begin with the same foot forward so I can cue you through specifically. It's right foot forward, 1, 2, 3, and 4 foot stride length, and then we hinge forward from the hip. Put a hand on your low back. Make sure when you hinge, it's from the hip and not from the low back here. That's important. Interlace the fingers, pull them apart hard. So if your fingers were slippery, they'd pull apart like this, and then non-dominant grip on top first, always, to practice that non-dominant grip, and then bring the arms as high as possible without flaring the ribs or arching the low back. So stay controlled here, shoulder mobility, and here it is. So we're going to start from the hinge position. Here's what the movement looks like in level 3. We're bending the knee in this position, and we're bending the knee in this position. So put a hand on your low back. You're hinged forward, and then you're upright. 80% of your body weight is always on your front foot, or at least imagining that, even when you come to the upright position. Of course, a little more weight does go back there, but I just want you to visualize the 80% body weight. There it is. Now here, we're beginning visual specificity. Let's get specific. We're staring at our knee. The knee is pointing a laser over the third toe. It's a fixed point gaze when we're in a hinge. When we come upright, we're finding our panoramic points. A point on your left, a point on your right. Find it now and get specific with it. We work our visual field to change the shape of our eyeballs, work the muscles of our eyes, cognition, nervous system, all the things associated with working our visual field. So get specific with it. There's your motivation. And then we're panoramic here. Now, foot pressure. I'm pronating my front foot, meaning I'm putting my pressure under my big toe and my inner heel the whole time without letting my knee turn in. So the knee stays, shooting a laser over the third toe. So use that fixed point gaze when you hinge to check on your knee. Pull that front foot back towards your left foot the whole time. That's what I mean when I say ground resistance. So if the floor were slippery, your foot would pull straight back like that. That's a key component of the standing split. Okay, so we're here. Ground resistance, pronation, big toe heel. Now, the back foot, the pressure's under the third toe. Additionally, use your ab ribbon to make sure that your pelvis is level to the ground. If the left side of the ab ribbon is falling lower than the right side of the ab ribbon, you've lost your pelvic stability, and we want to work on that to optimize the exercise. So make sure that you're nice and level, squeezing the back glute gently, ground resistance, big toe, inner heel, front foot, staring at the knee, and that's it. Now we have our breathography breath cycles. We do have 2 beat breath retentions today, 4 breath cycles, moving through the movement on the breath retention and the engaged exhale, and only pausing the movement on the engaged inhale. That's your priority at first, and not moving your low back if this is your first time performing the exercise. Once that is solid and you feel good with the breathing and with your connection to the ab ribbon, then you can add these other layers to optimize the exercise over time. So let's practice. Pull the fingers apart. Big toe, inner heel. Ground resistance. Third toe, front knee. Stare at your knee. Fixed point gaze. Let's take it from our zip up. Posture prep. Inhale. Hiss. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. And hold the breath for 1, 2, pause, inhale, inhale, panorama, stare at the knee, loosen your ribbon, you're holding the breath, 1, 2, pause, inhale, panorama, hold the breath for 1, 2, pause, inhale, inhale, hold your breath for 1, 2, and you're finished. I know, so much in the glute, really excellent work. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention is that back knee in this level 3 is now bending as you're deepening the bend in contrast to level 1 and level 2. How far does the back knee go down? Well, that is based on how level you can keep the ab ribbon to the ground. If you're dropping that left hip to get that left knee to the ground, then you shouldn't be getting that close to the ground. How low can you go keeping your pelvis level? So don't do this, but if you're here and you can to almost touch that back knee to the ground, staying level with the pelvis, That's great. Meet yourself where you're at. Now it's time to do it on the other side. So either rewind the video just about 60 seconds so we can perform the other side together, or you can stop the video now once you become skilled at the exercise and try it on your own. Just stay true to that tempo, frequency, intensity, and duration of your breathography, breath cycles. You may choose to put a metronome on your phone at 60 beats per minute to stay true and practice that 2-second inhale, tightening the ab ribbon, and that 8-second exhale, always loosening your ab ribbon on the engaged exhale and keeping it loose on every single one of those breath retentions.